Hi guys, welcome back to the classroom. My name's Mr. Sneaks and today we are going to be looking at why sniping in Tarkov is just chef's kiss. First things first, I'd like to apologise for the delay on the videos. Life has managed to kick me in the arse. We've got GCSE season coming up and something had to give, and unfortunately it was these videos. I've been super busy and I do apologise for that. Sniping in Escape from Tarkov is incredibly satisfying. Removing a man's head from his shoulders is just beautiful, especially if he doesn't know where the hell you are. I hope that this casual look at sniping in Escape from Tarkov is going to help you to understand a few tips and tricks, a few gun builds for those of you that aren't sure how to run sniper rifles in this game. And it's hopefully going to give you some ideas on, if you're not confident on PvP, if you're not confident getting up close and personal with those enemy squads and those enemy players, how you can use a map to your advantage if you've got a long range scope. This doesn't just work for bolt action rifles, but this will work for any rifle with a long range scope on. However, you are going to need to level up your bolt action rifle skill, and there are quests for you to do with your bolt action rifle skills. So I'm going to give you some tips, tricks and gun builds to help you get through that. So let's go and have a look at those builds and then we'll get on to some tactics. One good starting place, all available from Jaeger level 1, is the VPO 366 bolt action rifle. Where it lacks in stopping power from a lot of the rounds unless you get 366 AP, you can find it on scavs. You can find it fully built with a scope on scavs. Another gun worth looking at, available from Prapper level 1 for a barter trade of 8D batteries and 8 AA batteries, is the Mosin Sniper. Comes with a scope. I'm not a massive fan of the scope, you might love it. Cheap rounds, also again readily available on scavs. The sniper scav on woods does spawn with this quite frequently, worth picking it up. Another gun readily available on scavs, available from barter trade from Prapper level 2, is the SV98. This may well also on sniper scavs that you kill spawn in with a scope, potentially a TAC 30 scope, or maybe even a Voodoo, potentially a Valday. So definitely worth picking up and using. You can then later on, when you get the flea, you can add a suppressor to that, which is going to make your life an awful lot easier when you're sniping. Another starting rifle is the Remington M700. Again, scavs frequently spawn with this with a TAC 30 sight on. It might be a bit battered, but it is a very good gun. I still use this gun stock with a silencer and a scope on to this day in this white. Now, in my opinion, the king of kings, very expensive on the flea market. You're looking at about 100,000 rubles for one without the built-in barrel suppressor. However, you can get this for barter trade, skill level 5, for 2 thermite and 4 metal parts, and this is the DVL. This is my go-to sniper rifle and I love this gun. Shame the barter's got more expensive, however it's brilliant. Comes with an inbuilt suppressor. All you need to do, put sight on and you're good to go. Now we've looked at a few builds that you can use. There are far more. There are DMRs that you can use with long range scopes as well. There are a couple of other bolt action rifles that are worth looking at. Let's look at ways you can get used to sniping and shooting at long range in Tarkov. I haven't selected scopes. In my opinion, and in an awful lot of people's opinions, it comes down to personal preference what scopes you use. I really like the TAC 30, some people really like the Voodoo, some people really like the Razor, some people really like Mosins with their sights. I don't like them. Try out different scopes, find a scope that you are comfortable with and run that. It's going to take you time to get used to it. It's going to take time for you to master it. Same with the bolt action rifle. Find one that you are comfortable with using. Once you've found that, you're laughing. There are 2 rangefinders available from Jaeger. One is the Raptor, which is on the M700, as you can see now, which is 23,000 rubles from him. And there's also the Vortex, which is at around 10,000 rubles, which is handheld, so potentially well worth using whilst you're in a squad or for testing. Another option is zeroing. Now, this does depend on, it depends on the gun, it depends on the round that you're using, and it tries to emulate real life bullet drop and real life zeroing, so you do need to get used to it. It's also something I wouldn't rely on, as if you are over zeroed and you have target far closer, you could miss, and that could be the cause of life and death. What I do suggest is going into an offline raid, using the tracer round and learning where bullet drop is, and the rangefinder, work out where the bullet drops against that static target, be that a tree, a wall, etc, etc, and work out how far away you are from it. This is an art form, this isn't a precise science, and it will take a lot of getting used to. As you can see, I'm zeroed in at 50 meters, I'm hitting the target fairly steadily where I'm aiming my crosshair at around 200 meters away with M62. Using a tracer round and working out where the bullets drops. Rotation, patience, and silence. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a couple of clips of me on stream, sniping, getting some kills, explaining what I did and why I did it.
This is my nade.
Ah! But he keeps fucking moving. He's closest cabin to us. Closest cabin to us.
He's killed me. He wasn't in the cabin.
Oh, bro, he looked like he'd gone back in. Sorry, mate. Oh. Fuck me.
Fully fucking worth a shot, isn't it?
He's dead. So I'm on woods. I'm fighting with the duo Ren, and he pushes a guy in cabins at lumber and gets killed. I do take some shots at the guy, but I miss. Wasn't patient. However, what I then do is I rotate away from where I was originally shooting at him, so he doesn't know where I am. He does spot me, he throws a nade at me. However, I managed to get up high. He then rotates as well. I put another shot at him. Unfortunately, it ricochets off the oil drum in front of me. And then I then rotate way away from him. I don't immediately push him. And he does not expect me to be where I am. He runs directly at me, and I manage to get the kill because I've pulled away from the fight. He's running. He might have thought that I was rotating a different way, I had held there, or something else. He doesn't expect me to be where I am, and I managed to get the kill. Using the map to your advantage, finding cover, getting away from players, flanking round them and shooting them from a completely different angle is beautiful. Rotating away and getting more distance between you and the player that you're trying to kill is brilliant. It also means if you don't want to get in that fight, you can actually just get away from him. You've popped a couple of shots off at him, he's running around constantly stressing where you are, and you can just get away and get out of that fight, which is perfect if you've got quest items on you. You can keep that distance between you and your target. Ding.
Nice shot.
Sharp.
One ran fully left.
Yeah,
You got him.
I didn't.
3 man. You sure it was a 3 man?
I'm sure I saw 3. I'm sure I saw 3.
I've only seen 2 so far.
Yeah, he's in the dip.
Which way?
Up towards
Extraction.
weather. Up towards weather. Dead. As you can see as well, sniping in Tarkov, great for taking on squads when you're outnumbered. Playing with Cyborg and I spot 2 PMCs probably heading up to resort on shoreline, the main hotspot on the map, and I managed to put both of them down. I put the first guy down after missing a few times. They don't know where those shots are coming from. We're far enough away that they don't have a clue. The second man starts running away from the angle of the shots where they're coming from. So again, I rotate around and I use that time, the nade distraction that my boy threw, to then rotate and get a different angle on him and put him down from behind, meaning he had no idea where those shots were coming from. So I do hope that you found these videos interesting. I do hope that you found some decent tips and tricks and some good gun builds. Let me know how you got on. Well, I'll leave some homework down below with some bullet ballistics charts for you to have a look at, some more in-depth looks. Thank you very much for coming and hanging out. I hope to see you again soon. I do stream 3 days a week on Twitch. Come check me out, come say hello, let me know what you think of the video. Catch you on the next one. Peace.